Hello
Hello
and
and
welcome to
welcome to
my
my
channel.
channel.
Today's
Today's
subject,
subject,
God
God
and the
and the
devil.
devil.
Oh,
Oh,
this is
this is
gonna be
gonna be
good.
good.
This is
This is
gonna be
gonna
a
be a
good
good
one.
one.
Let me
Let me
s- let me
let me
just do
just do
my
my
checks
checks
to
to
see if
see if
I'm
I'm
live
live
streaming
streaming
properly.
properly.
And
And
welcome to
welcome to
my
my. There you
channel.
go.
There you
There you
go.
go.
And
And
let me
let
just
me just
double
double
check
check
just to
just
make
to make
sure
sure
that
that
I can
I can
see the
see the
chats
chats
just
just
in
in
case
case
someone
someone
wants to
wants to
chat
chat
while
while
the live
the live
stream.
stream.
So if
So if
you
you
allow me
allow me
just
just
one
one
moment,
moment,
I'm
I'm
not
not
very
very
proficient
proficient
doing
doing
this
this
yet.
yet.
There you
There you
go.
go.
That's
That's
one.
one.
And
And
probably
probably
there's
there's
another
another
better
better
way
way
to
to
do
do this.
this. Sometimes I
Sometimes I
follow
follow
behind a
behind a
little
little
bit.
bit.
It's gonna
It's
take
gonna
me
take me
just
just
one
one
more
more
minute
minute
just
just
so I
so I
can see
can
the
see the
chats.
chats.
Just in
Just in
case
case
someone
someone
wants to
wants to
join
join
the
the
live
live
stream.
stream.
Today is
Today is a good
subject.
subject.
God and
God
the
and the
devil,
devil,
or
or
God and
God and
evil.
evil.
I'm going
I'm
to
gonna
be
be
sharing with
sharing with
you
you
my
my
thoughts
thoughts
about the
about the
subject
subject
in just
in
a
just a
moment.
moment.
There you
There you
go.
go.
I
I
can
can
see
see
the
the
chats
chats
now.
now.
Yes.
Yes.
Perfect.
Perfect.
Beautiful.
Beautiful.
So,
So,
what
what
is
is
going
going
on?
on?
Is that
Is that
better?
better?
Better.
Better.
Hello?
Hello?
Yes.
Yes.
So,
So
what's
what's
going
going
on
on
with
with
God
God
and
and
the
the
devil?
devil?
I
I
think
think
this is
this
one
is
of
one of
those
those
questions
questions
that
that
even
even
believers.
believers.
Happy
Happy
Thursday.
Thursday.
Hello,
Hello,
everyone.
everyone.
AB11.
AB11.
Hello.
Hello.
Little
Little
Ghosty
Ghosty
224.
224.
This is
This
his
is his
skin.
skin.
Sure.
Sure.
Okay.
Okay.
I
I
respect
respect
that.
that.
Okay.
Okay.
So,
So,
God and
God
the
and the
devil,
devil,
what's
what's
going
going
on?
on?
Is
Is
there a
there a
deal
deal
between
between
God and
God
the
and the
devil?
devil?
I
I
think
think
even
even
between
between
believers,
believers,
there's the
there's the
question
question
of
of
why
why
God
God
doesn't
doesn't
just
just
get
get
rid of
rid
the
of the
devil.
devil.
It
It
seems
seems
that the
that the
devil
devil
creates
creates
havoc
havoc
in
in
humanity,
humanity,
lots of
lots of
suffering
suffering
because
because
of
of
the
the
devil,
devil,
people
people
probably
probably
losing
losing
their
their
salvation
salvation
because of
because
the
of the
devil,
devil,
evil
evil
everywhere,
everywhere,
supposedly the
supposedly the
devil
devil
ruling
ruling
on
on
earth,
earth,
and
and
there's a
there's a
constant
constant
fight
fight
between
between
good
good
and
and
evil.
evil.
Is
Is
it
it
correct to
correct to
say
say
that
that
God
God
is the
is the
opposite of
opposite
the
of the
devil?
devil,
Or
or
maybe
maybe
the
the
devil
devil
is
is
the
the
opposite
opposite
of
of
Jesus?
Jesus?
Uh,
Uh,
if
if
God is
God is
Jesus and
Jesus and
Jesus is
Jesus is
God
God
and
and
God
God
and
and
the
the
Father, the
Father, the
Son, and the
Son, and the
Holy
Holy
Spirit,
Spirit,
they're
they're
all the
all the
same
same
person,
person.
maybe you
Maybe you
can
can
call it
call it
God
God
versus the
versus the
devil.
devil.
So
So
why
why
God
God
doesn't
doesn't
get
get
rid
rid
of the
of the
devil?
devil?
That's
That's
one
one
of
of
the
the
biggest
biggest
question.
question.
I
I
think
think
that's
that's
one
one
question
question
that
that
believers
believers
and
and
not
not
believers
believers
probably
probably
agree.
agree
Why
why
God
God
doesn't
doesn't
end
end
this
this
humongous
humongous
problem
problem
that
that
the
the
devil
devil
creates.
creates.
I
I
remember when
remember
I
when I
was a
was a
believer,
believer,
that
that
question
question
bothered me
bothered
a
me a
lot
lot
But I always answer it like, well, that's one of those mysteries of God. We don't know exactly why God doesn't get rid of the devil. So God is God. He knows best. He's the God of the universe. So He knows better than me why He doesn't get rid of the devil. But today, that I'm not a believer, I have clearer answers. At least for myself. I know probably if you believe in the Christian God, probably you will not be in agreement with what I am about to say. If you believe that God of the Bible is real and alive, and that you have excuse me, that you have a personal relationship with God, and you also probably believe in the devil also in hell. I understand. When I was a believer, I also thought very much about the devil. Smickle 3388. Thank you. Welcome to my channel. So I'm talking right now about God and the devil. What's going on? Is there a deal between them? Maybe that explains why God doesn't get rid of the devil. If you're a believer and you are listening to this right now, or you're listening after this live stream is recorded, again, probably you're not going to like what I'm going to say about the devil. You see, once I step out of being a believer, once I step out being in God's world and participate in this salvation game, I started to understand why God doesn't get rid of the devil. You see, if you have listened to my videos before, been to my channels, you know that I always say that believing in God has nothing to do with believing in any God. Has everything to do with your feelings. I know some people tell me, you're crazy, Javier. You're saying that I don't believe in God because I feel good about the God. Yes, exactly. 100%. I say often, no feel, no God. You don't feel the God? The God is irrelevant. So, because God has to do with your feelings in your being, there has to be a polarity. It has to be there. If the polarity of your feelings is not there, how else are you going to be controlled? It's very hard. I'm going to expand and explain it to you. I'm just sharing with you my the way I see things, okay? You see, when you are presented with a God, let's talk about the Christian God, there has to be associations with the God that affect the way you feel. If you're probably shutting down what I'm saying right now, that's fine. You don't have to believe anything I'm saying, okay? But there has to be emotional charge. What do I mean by that? If you're presented with the God of the Bible and just the information plainly, no lights, no music, no praying, no getting in trance, it's very hard to create an impression in your being, meaning your thoughts and your feelings, to make a connection, to get an impression in your system. It's very hard. So, once you present the Christian God, I'm just giving an example with the Christian God, and you present it to a person, and you start making promises about this God in order for the person to start making connections, like, that feels good. It's going to save me, it's going to protect me, this God loves me. You start creating impressions in the person. So if you're able to get that person to a church, to a ceremony, to the this big churches where they put a lot of music, they put the proper lighting, you can make very good impressions in a person to create strong associations between the God that you're presenting and the feelings of the person. But what happens? Sometimes this doesn't work very well. It's not that effective. Why? Because when it comes to feelings, and you want a human being to move, because feelings is the fuel of life. If you don't feel anything in your system, you will not move. Okay? So you either move by pull or by push. Probably you have never heard this before. Probably the first time hearing it here. You are moved every day, everything you do, by either pull or by push. What do I mean by that? If you wake up in the morning, you open your eyes, and you think about having to go to work. It's 5 o'clock in the morning, you still feel like sleeping, you hate it, you don't want to get up, but you start thinking about losing your job, and you don't have money to eat. That doesn't feel good. So the feeling is going to push you off your bed, and you're going to go to work. Hating work, hating your life, you are going to go. Because the feeling is there, negative, push you, you go. Let's give you another example. You're waking up 5 o'clock in the morning, you open your eyes, and you know you're going to the beach that day. Oh, it's going to be fun. You're going to do some surfing. You jump out of the bed, happy. You're pulled out of the bed. That happens with everything we humans do. With everything we do. Even to move a finger. You don't feel like moving a finger, you don't move it. So, when it comes to religion, and you want a human being to do something in relationship to you, you can use a God. Like the Christian God. If you don't believe me, go watch videos from Ray Comfort. You are going to see perfect example of what I'm telling you here. How to manipulate a human being through their feelings. You present the God to the person. This God loves you, protects you, guides you, and the person is like sure, I'm not really interested. But wait, this God loves you. He created you. He created your family. He loves you. He's going to wait for you when you no longer here. And the person is like, not really interested. I'm busy in my life. I have things going on in my life. And then the person that is talking about God to this subject, seeing that the person is not being moved by offering something, let's call it positive about the God, you have to turn it around. Then if the person doesn't move by pull, feelings pull, you turn it, and you make the person move by push. This God that I'm telling you that loves you, for you to know, is also, there's a punishment after life. If you don't repent, if you're not in good terms with this God, you're going to go to hell. There's going to be pain. You see what's going on here? Go watch this video. Go watch this person that I'm telling you about. Ray Comfort. It's a very good example. But you can see it everywhere in the internet when someone talks about a God. Once You see it with one person, it's like the Matrix. You start seeing it with everybody that talks about a God. With everything that the person says, you're going to start seeing the push and pull with your emotions. Why? Because the person wants you to move, to take action in one specific direction. Guess which direction that person wants you to take. Someone is talking to you about God. Most likely this person in some kind of level is related to money and the God that he's talking about. Don't believe me either? Go out on the internet, go out on YouTube, and see what's the common denominator between people that talk about God. They all make money. Talking about God is a very lucrative business. So if I get you to point your energy in my direction because I'm offering this source of feelings, I can get you to do things that I would like. Your energy at the end translates for me in something that feels good to me, like money. In the case of someone that talks about any specific God, normally you're going to see books, you're going to see pamphlets or, I don't know, things that they sell or donate. In 99% of the cases, it has to do about money. And not really at the end money. It's the feelings of that person that is talking to you about God. That person wants to feel good, and in order to feel good, that person needs your attention, your energy, and especially converted into money. But you get something in return. You get feelings. It's an exchange. You give him your money, your attention, or whatever. You give something. And you get probably a good feeling. Oh, I feel better with my God. It's like when you go to a concert, you're getting something in return from your money. You're getting to feel something in the concert. Everything has to do about the feelings. Feel is the fuel of life, the way I see it. No feel, don't move. No feel, no God. You don't have to believe anything I'm telling you. Go out, go watch and listen to people talking about God. And you're going to see, and you're going to start noticing the patterns. When someone talks to you about any particular God, they're not doing it for you. They don't want to save you. They're doing it for themselves. Why? Because it feels good to them to speak to you about something that makes them feel good. That explains why you can see people debating about different gods, and they never come up to any agreement. Why? Because if the God is real or not, it doesn't matter. It's about the feeling about talking about a particular God. How good you feel about talking about that particular God. Anybody that comes to you or you see in the internet saying, God revealed to me last night. BS. Nothing interesting God revealed to that person. But why would someone say that God revealed to me something? Because that person is getting something out of doing that. And you are giving that person what they're looking for. You can say, well, I'm not giving that person any money. You're not. You don't have to. The only thing you have to give is your energy. And you can give energy to someone else through your attention. Like you're doing it right now, you're listening to me. Do I have your attention? Maybe yes, maybe no. Maybe this is a boring subject. Talking about your feelings. and talking about your particular God, talking about humanity. It's a very boring subject. Maybe we can go and talk and see cat videos. How about that? Maybe I stop talking about these boring subjects about life, people, humanity, feelings. Probably better. I will get more energy from people if I start uploading cat videos. I don't
I don't
know.
know.
So
So
why God doesn't get rid of the devil? Because the devil is needed. The
The
good
good
and the
and the
bad.
bad.
There has to be polarity in order to control someone's energy. It's
It's
just like the battery, the positive and the negative. You
You
cannot
cannot
move
move
masses
masses
by
by
offering
offering
God
God
only,
only
because
because
energy
energy
doesn't
doesn't
work
work
like
like
that.
that.
You
You
have to
have to
offer the
offer the
negative
negative
also.
also.
That
That
way
way
you
you
can
can
control the
control the
spectrum,
spectrum,
the
the
good
good
and the
and the
bad,
bad,
the
the
positive
positive
and the
and the
negative.
negative.
You are
You are
not
not
moving by
moving
the
by the
positive.
positive.
That
That
mean
means
by the
by the
positive
positive
side,
side,
that
that
means that
means that
probably
probably
you
you
move by
move
the
by the
negative.
negative.
You
You
want
want
someone to
someone to
move,
move,
you
you
offer
offer
them a
them a
candy.
candy.
Hey,
Hey,
I
I
give you
give
a
you a
chocolate,
chocolate,
a
a
Snickers. The
Snickers. The
person
person
doesn't
doesn't
move.
move.
Okay,
Okay,
this
this
person
person
isn't
isn't
moving.
moving.
I'm
I'm
gonna
gonna
okay. I'm
okay.
gonna
I'm gonna
give you
give you
this
this
stick on
stick
your
on your
head. The
head. The
person
person
move.
move.
Doesn't move
Doesn't
with the
move with the
positive. It's
positive.
moving with the
Move with the
negative.
negative.
Doesn't
Doesn't
move.
move.
Didn't move
Didn't
by
move by
pull.
pull.
It's
It's
moving by
moving by
push.
push.
That
That
is
is
why
why
I
I
suspect
suspect
this
this
supposed
supposed
God
God
in the
in the
Bible
Bible
is
is
not
not
going to
going to
get
get
rid of
rid
the
of the
devil.
devil.
Never.
Never.
Because
Because
then
then
God
God
would
will
lose
lose
power.
power.
Remember,
Remember,
we're
we're
talking
talking
the
the
hypothetical
hypothetical
God
God
in the
in the
book,
book,
in one
in one
particular
particular
book.
book.
If
If
this
this
God
God
was
was
real,
real,
that
that
explains
explains
why
why
God
God
doesn't
doesn't
get
get
rid of
rid
the
of the
devil.
devil.
The
The
devil
devil
is
is
needed
needed
in
in
order
order
for
for
this
this
entire
entire
equation
equation
salvation
salvation
scheme to
scheme to
work.
work.
Chat
Chat
disconnected and
disconnected,
reconnected.
reconnected.
Okay.
Okay.
So
So
lots of
lots of
people
people
are
are
afraid of
afraid
the
of the
devil.
devil.
People
People
fear the
fear the
devil
devil
in
in
unbelievable
unbelievable
ways.
ways.
Wow,
Wow,
it's a
it's
little
a
bit
little bit
hot.
hot.
Let me
Let me
turn the
turn the
fan.
fan.
Oh
Oh
no,
no,
I
I
lost my
lost my
screen.
screen.
Hold on a
Hold on a
second.
second.
That's
That's
better.
better.
That's way
That's way
better.
better.
So
So
lots of
lots of
people
people
fear
fear
the
the
devil.
devil.
I'm
I'm
gonna
gonna
I'm
I'm
gonna tell
gonna
you a
tell you a
little
little
secret.
secret.
I
I
ask you a
ask you a
question.
question.
How
How
many
many
people
people
has the
has the
devil
devil
killed?
killed?
How
How
many
many
people
people
has the
has the
devil
devil
killed?
killed?
Do you
Do
have
you
any
have any
references of
references of
the
the
devil
devil
killing
killing
people?
people?
I
I
have
have
done
done
a
a
research on this
research on this
subject,
subject,
and
and
probably out
probably
there
out there
there's
there's
something that
something that
says
says
that
that
the
the
devil
devil
kills
kills
people.
people.
I
I
never heard
never
of
heard
it.
of it.
Probably if you
Probably
can
if you
guide
can
me to
guide
it.
me to it.
The
The
devil
devil
deceives.
deceives.
The
The
devil
devil
tells
tells
lies.
lies.
The
The
devil
devil
influences
influences
people in
people
the
in the
negative
negative
way.
way.
But
But
who does
who
the
does the
killing?
killing?
Who does the
Who does
taking
the
of
taking of
life?
life?
God.
God.
not the
not the
devil.
devil.
The
The
devil
devil
complicate
complicate
things.
things.
The
The
devil
devil
makes
makes
things
things
awful.
awful.
The
The
devil
devil
is
is
always
always
lying.
lying.
The
The
devil is
devil is
always
always
gossiping.
gossiping.
The
The
devil
devil
put
put
blocks in your life,
life,
but
but
he
he
doesn't
doesn't
take
take
your
your
life.
life.
The
The
God
God
does.
does.
Especially
Especially
if
if
the
the
God
God
is
is
upset.
upset.
That's
That's
why
why
people say, I think one of the things that a lot of Christians like to say, you mock God, you pay the price. You
You
mock the
mock the
devil, you
devil,
don't
you
pay
don't
any
pay any
price.
price.
Maybe
Maybe
the
the
devil
devil
gossiping in
gossiping
your
in your
ear
ear
or
or
telling you
telling you
lies in
lies
your
in your
ears.
ears.
You go
You
like,
go like,
"Shh, go
go
away,
away.
stop
Stop
bothering
bothering
me."
me.
So
So
when I
when I
understood
understood
this,
this,
I'm like, you know
I'm like, you
what?
know
I
what?
think I fear
I
more
fear
the
more
God
the
than
God
than the
than the
devil.
devil.
I
I
think
think
the
the
devil is
devil
not
is
into
not into
sacrifices, human
human
sacrifices. God
sacrifices. God
is.
is.
God has
God
some
has some
taste
taste
for
for
human
human
blood that
blood that
pacifies
pacifies
him.
him.
Not sure
Not
what
sure
that
what that
means, but I
means, but I
never heard
never
that
heard
of the
that of the
devil.
devil.
I
I
never
never
heard of
heard
the
of the
devil
devil
getting
getting
rid
rid
of
of
a
a
humongous
humongous
part of
part
a
of a
civilization
civilization
or
or
humanity
humanity
just
just
because he
because he
was
was
upset.
upset.
Never heard
Never
of
heard
that.
of that.
So that's
So
why I
that's
don't
why I
feel
don't
the
feel the
devil. I
devil. I
feel the
feel the
God.
God.
I
I
fear the
fear the
God.
God.
Some
Some
people
people
say
say
that this
that this
Christian
Christian
God
God
is
is
absolutely
absolutely
nuts.
nuts.
I
I
don't
don't
blame
blame
people
people
saying these
saying these
things
things
because
because
it's
it's
really
really
hard to
hard to
ignore
ignore
what
what
seems to
seems
be
to
a
be a
fact.
fact.
So
So
the
the
devil,
devil,
like the
like the
image
image
that I'm
that I'm
presenting
presenting
here,
here,
why the
why the
devil
devil
looks like
looks like
this,
this,
why the
why the
devil
devil
is
is
always
always
presented
presented
in a
in a
way
way
that
that
causes
causes
some
some
kind
kind
of
of
feeling in
feeling
your
in your
system.
system.
It
It
has
has
to.
to.
It
It
has
has
to.
to.
In
In
order
order
to
to
create
create
that
that
polarity,
polarity,
that
that
energy
energy
in a
in a
human
human
being.
being.
If you
If you
present the
present the
devil,
devil,
I don't
I don't
know,
know,
blonde with
blonde
blue
with blue
eyes
eyes
and a
and a
big
big
smile,
smile,
you're gonna
you're
be
gonna
like,
be like,
okay,
okay,
am I
am I
supposed to
supposed
be
to be
scared of
scared
this
of this
devil?
devil?
It
It
doesn't look
doesn't
like a
look like a
devil.
devil.
It looks
It
kind
looks
of
kind of
nice.
nice.
It looks
It
like
looks
an
like an
actor.
actor.
And
And
that will
that
be
will be
bad
bad
because then
because then
people will be
people will
like,
be like,
God or the
God or the
devil? I
devil?
think I
I
kind of
kind
like
of
the
like the
devil.
devil.
So,
So
no,
no,
he has
he
to
has to
look like
look
a
like a
horrible
horrible
monster
monster
with
with
horns
horns
because he
because
has
he
to
has to
scare
scare
you.
you.
Oh,
Oh,
I'm the
I'm the
devil.
devil.
I'm
I'm
gonna
gonna
gossip
gossip
and
and
lie.
lie.
Once
Once
I
I
started
started
to
to
being
being
honest
honest
with
with
myself,
myself,
I
I
started
started
moving
moving
away
away
from the
from the
God.
God.
Because
Because
believing
believing
in
in
any
any
God
God
and
and
being
being
honest with
honest with
yourself
yourself
doesn't
doesn't
go
go
together
together
very
very
well.
well.
If
If
you're
you're
I'm
I'm
sorry,
sorry,
this is
this
my
is my
belief, this
belief,
is
this
why
is
I see
why I see
things,
things,
because I
because I
come
come
from the
from the
whole
whole
spectrum.
spectrum.
I've been
I've
a
been a
believer for
believer for
many
many
years.
years.
If
If
you're a
you're a
person
person
that
that
is
is
not
not
interested in
interested in
being
being
honest with
honest with
yourself,
yourself,
you don't
you
see
don't
it, you
see it,
don't
you don't
feel
feel
it,
it.
you're
You're
in
in
very
very
good
good
status with
status
the
with the
God,
God
because you
because
don't
you
have
don't
to
have to
carry
carry
a
a
weight on
weight
your
on your
shoulders.
shoulders.
You're
You're
okay with
okay
the
with the
God.
God.
Hey,
Hey,
but the
but the
God
God
is
is
a
a
little
little
bit
bit
violent. I
violent.
don't
I don't
care, man.
care,
Leave
man.
me
Leave me
alone.
alone.
I'm good. I'm
I'm
in
in
good
good
status with
status
my
with my
God.
God.
He
He
loves me. I
loves me, I
love him,
love him,
and leave
and
me
leave me
alone.
alone.
But
But
if you
if you
are an
are an
honest
honest
person,
person,
human
human
being,
being,
and you're
and you're
being
being
honest
honest
about
about
the way
the
you
way you
feel, the
feel,
way
the
you
way you
think,
think,
you start
you
carrying a
start carrying a
weight
weight
in your
in your
shoulder.
shoulder.
The
That
pretending, the
the
pretending is
pretending
too
is too
heavy
heavy
that there
that
is a
there is a
God.
God.
So that's
So
why
that's
I
why I
say to
say to
you that
you that
honesty
honesty
and any
and any
particular
particular
God
God
doesn't go
doesn't go
together
together
very
very
well.
well.
The
The
more
more
honest you
honest you
are with
are with
yourself,
yourself,
the
the
more
more
pretending you
pretending
have
you
to
have to
do.
do.
Like the
Like
God
the
is
God is
real, the
real,
God
the God
exists.
exists.
Probably when you are all by yourself and your thoughts and your feelings is when he hits you the most, because you are presented with your own feelings and your own doubts about the God. I couldn't bear the heaviness of being honest with myself and thinking about a particular God. God is my Lord, my Savior. It was awful. I don't know how people do it today. So that is the reason why the devil has to look like this in order to create that flow of energy in a human being. So if you see God, you see, oh, God looks so beautiful, so sincere, so it looks wow. The devil looks horrible, with the horns are scary. It has to be a polarity. Otherwise, it will not work. The control will not work. People that have been making money for many years talking about any particular God get a good grasp on this, whatever you want to call it, concept about the flow of energy in your system, what we normally call feel, which is the fuel of life, how you feel. That is why you're listening to this live stream, why God doesn't get rid of the devil. He will not do it. I don't care how much praying you're doing for please God get rid of the devil. He's not going to do it. That will be a disadvantage for God. Because this equation, in order to make energy flow, will not work properly if you get rid of one polarity. So, bad news. The devil is necessary. Very bad news. A little bit of water. So me saying all this stuff, maybe if you are like thinking, so if I'm saying this thing, sounds like accurate what he's saying in some ways. Why I feel bad? Why people reject what he's saying? Have you saying that the God of the Bible can get violent? And I feel bad when I hear that. Because God is loving. God is love. Don't do that because you're going to get in a very bad conflict internally. It's going to drive you away from your God. Again, being honest, believing in a God doesn't go very well together. I think it's like oil and water. When you really start analyzing what this particular God is doing and trying to do, you start seeing a matrix that you never saw before. I think we human beings are designed with a purpose. We have to do something here. I don't think as independently. We have to do something collectively. And please allow me to share with you why I suspect we're doing here on Earth. Doing here on Earth. We are created with mobility because I think we're supposed to move. With what purpose? With the purpose to be able to explore. To explore for what purpose? To discover. To discover what? If I tell you what to discover, probably will not be a discovery. I suspect that we were designed with the purpose of um,
investigator,
scavenger, like
when
here on
here on
Earth
Earth
we
we
send
send
a
a
robot to
robot to
Mars
Mars
to
to
scan the
scan the
area and
area
to
and to
gather
gather
information.
information.
I
I
suspect
suspect
that
that
we
we
are
are
sent
sent
here on
here on
Earth
Earth
to
to
find
find
something.
something.
What could
What
that
could that
something
something
be?
be?
I don't
I don't
know.
know.
I
I
suspect
suspect
that
that
if
if
a
a
single
single
being,
being
or
or
maybe
maybe
two
two
beings,
beings
or a
or a
group
group
of
of
beings
beings
created
created
us,
us,
they
they
had
had
some
some
kind of
kind of
purpose in
purpose in
mind.
mind.
Probably
Probably
was
was
supposed to
supposed to
collect
collect
information,
information,
or
or
we're
we're
just
just
simply
simply
we
we
simply
simply
have the
have the
purpose
purpose
of
of
moving.
moving.
Sometimes
Sometimes
I
I
think that
think
we
that
are
we are
supposed
supposed
to
to
be to
be
have
to
this
have this
mobility,
mobility,
like the
like the
Matrix
Matrix
movie,
movie,
to
to
create
create
electricity.
electricity.
Because
Because
in
in
movement,
movement,
constant
constant
movement,
movement,
there's a
there's a
source of
source of
electricity.
electricity.
I know
I
this
know this
sounds a
sounds
little
a
bit
little bit
crazy.
crazy.
I'm not
I'm not
telling you
telling you
that
that
for
for
me
me
life
life
works
works
like
like
this and
this
this
and
is
this
the
is the
purpose of
purpose of
life, but
life. But
I'm
I'm
sometimes
sometimes
suspect
suspect
that is
that is
something
something
around that
around that
area,
area,
because
because
I'm
I'm
little by
little by
little
little
starting to
starting to
understand
understand
more
more
the
the
mechanics
mechanics
of
of
humanity
humanity
by
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 distancing
distancing
myself
myself
from
from
any
any
doctrine.
doctrine.
Because
Because
any
any
doctrine,
doctrine,
this is
this is
something that
something
you
that you
can
can
negate,
negate,
you don't
you don't
want to
want to
accept
accept
it,
it,
but
but
as
as
long
long
as you
as you
stay
stay
with your
with your
head
head
down,
down,
reading the
reading the
book,
book,
you're not
you're
going
not
to
going to
discover
discover
anything, you're
anything, you're
not going
not
to
going to
expand in
expand in
life.
life.
Because
Because
someone
someone
else
else,
2,000
2,000
years
years
ago,
ago,
2,000
2,000
years
years
ago is
ago, is
telling you
telling you
what
what
God
God
is.
is.
And if
And
there
if
is a
there is a
God,
God,
I
I
think
think
God would
God would
like to
like to
be
be
discovered,
discovered,
not
not
to
to
someone to
someone to
tell
tell
you who
you who
God
God
is.
is.
So,
So,
what's the
what's the
negative
negative
part
part
right
right
now?
now?
That
That
this
this
information that
information that
I'm
I'm
sharing with
sharing with
you
you
doesn't
doesn't
have
have
too
too
much
much
emotional
emotional
charge
charge
yet.
yet.
Because
Because
probably
probably
this is
this
the
is the
first
first
time
time
you're
you're
hearing
hearing
this,
this,
and
and
there's
there's
not
not
like
like
thousands of
thousands of
people
people
talking
talking
about it.
about it.
Not
Not
yet.
yet.
But
But
I
I
think
think
it's
it's
inevitable
inevitable
that
that
people are
people
going
are
to
going to
start
start
picking up
picking
their
up their
head
head
from the
from the
books
books
and
and
start
start
looking for
looking for
something
something
else.
else.
Because
Because
in
in
that
that
design that
design
I'm
that I'm
telling you
telling you
about
about
humanity and
humanity and
humans,
humans,
we
we
are
are
created with
created with
an
an
unbalanced
unbalanced
field
field
structure.
structure.
We
We
cannot be
cannot be
balanced.
balanced.
Hopefully, you
Hopefully, you
understand what I'm
understand what I'm
saying.
saying.
In the
In the
balance of
balance of
emotions,
emotions,
in
in
feel
feel
good and
good and
bad,
bad,
it
it
cannot be
cannot be
balanced.
balanced.
It
It
has to
has
be
to be
tilted,
tilted.
because
Because
otherwise
otherwise,
there will
there will
not be
not be
movement
movement
of
of
energy.
energy.
What do I
What do
mean
I
by
mean by
that?
that?
You have
You
to,
have to,
if you
if you
stay
stay
in
in
one
one
place and
place
you
and you
don't
don't
move
move
and you
and you
look to
look
a
to a
wall
wall
and you
and
keep
you keep
looking
looking
to that
to that
wall for
wall for
hours,
hours,
you're going to
you're gonna
start
start
feeling
feeling
bad
bad
because
because
you are
you are
designed that
designed that
way.
way.
Because
Because
you're
you're
not
not
moving,
moving,
you're
you're
not
not
exploring, you're
exploring, you're
looking at a
looking at a
wall.
wall.
You're
You're
not
not
trying to
trying to
discover
discover
anything.
anything.
Your
Your
system,
system,
your
your
design
design
is going
is
to
gonna
start
start
tuk,
tuk
tuk,
tuk
tuk,
tuk
knocking on
knocking
your
on
head
your
like,
head like,
hey,
hey,
mm-mm,
mm-mm,
mm-mm.
mm-mm.
The
The
moment you
moment you
stand
stand
still
still
and you don't
and you don't
move,
move,
you don't
you don't
explore, you don't
explore, you
do
don't do
things, you're
things,
going to
you're
start
gonna start
dying.
dying
Because you were
because you
not
were not
designed with
designed
that
with that
purpose.
purpose.
I
I
could be
could be
absolutely
absolutely
wrong.
wrong.
At
At
least the
least the
part
part
about
about
the
the
energy
energy
and the
and the
movement of
movement
your
of
energy
energy
that I'm
that
telling you
I'm telling you
about
about
is
is
very easy
very
to
easy to
see it
see it
on
on
the
the
people and
people and
videos that
videos
I'm
that I'm
telling you
telling you
about.
about.
Anybody
Anybody
that
that
talks
talks
about
about
God
God
and
and
makes
makes
money
money
about
about
God
God
is
is
doing what
doing
I'm
what I'm
telling you
telling you
right
right
now.
now.
So
So
don't
don't
believe
believe
anything I'm
anything I'm
saying.
saying.
Go
Go
see it
see
for
it for
yourself.
yourself.
Go
Go
hear it
hear
for
it for
yourself.
yourself.
one other thing that I sometimes think, if I think a little bit more in an approach to a God concept about the purpose of life, sometimes I think that it could be that we are created human beings and all beings, everything in the universe. Probably because if there is a single God, probably that God is looking for something. Probably that God is looking for another God. That God cannot believe that there's only one God in the whole entire universe. Just to make you think for a moment, what was God doing before he created humanity? What was he doing for eternity? I asked myself that question. What was God doing for eternity before he stopped in time and decided to make us, to create us, or to create the universe? Because probably there was no universe. God decided to create the heavens and the earth, and he created the universe. But what was God doing before that? For eternity. Was he floating in darkness, doing absolutely nothing? Or was he constructing something somewhere else? He destroyed it and then created this, and then he goes creating and destroying. I ask myself those questions. I just don't look to the book, down to the book and just, yes, Corinthians 18:25, God is... I'm already past that. Because the information in the book is limiting. For me, the last message I heard from God very clearly, when he said to me, I am not in the book. Stop looking down, pick up your head and pick it further up and look at the heavens. Look down at the book. Keep stuck in the book. You are stuck in life. You keep thinking that a book is going to give you the answers to everything. I respectfully tell you, you are so disconnected from reality. Because we, as human beings, as humanity, I think it would be a good for humanity to continue asking questions. What is out there? Yes, if you're the first time looking at the book and you want to read the book or any of these books, do it. Get your head in the Bible, read it, learn it. But if you get stuck in the information for your entire life, I think that is not beneficial to you, to your family, to your country, and to overall to humanity. It's just my opinion. If there is a God, imagine the most powerful, the Alpha, the Omega, the omnipotent, omnipresent, and you're looking for him in a book. He's right here. He's right here. You see, Jesus said, I am telling you. You're looking at me right now in your life in these times. Jesus lived 2,000 years ago. He didn't have internet. He didn't have the bills today. He didn't have to take the garbage like we have to do. So whatever he did in that time is not too relevant to what we're doing today. Oh, you're going to say no, but he talked about, God and the salvation and all the stuff. You can tell me about all the power of Jesus and the love and the sacrifices. Once you're done, I'm like, you know what? I gotta take the garbage and I gotta go to work. Come back to reality. So, talking about God and the devil. Yeah, this is a scheme, a structure that has to be there in order to have its purpose. Human energy is the most valuable for us humans. If you can get someone's energy and you can direct that person's energy to do whatever you want, that's what everybody's trying to do. If you can have someone cook for you every day the most special plates, the most awesome food, and you don't have to do anything. You don't have to pay the person. You don't have to do anything. You don't even have to talk to the person. You don't have to convince the person of anything. Just do it. You're getting 100% of their energy. That's bliss. If you can get a person to do something that you like a lot, and you don't have to pay that person, and you don't have to convince them of anything, that's bliss. If you can get a person to do errands for you, to get you things that you want, and you don't have to move a finger, isn't that awesome? If you can have a whole entire team of people doing all kinds of things for you, getting you everything that you want. Maybe you're saying no, but I don't care. Come on. That's what everybody's trying to do. You always want something from someone else. Money, attention, love, respect, cooking, food. Because unless you are an extraterrestrial being, you are a human. I think it's part of the design. There is something about energy. Feel that fuels this whole thing called life. Someone doesn't feel anything, probably they finish their life here on earth. Because feel moves humanity. God and the devil. Is there a deal between them? Man, that laugh sounded like the devil. But don't worry, the devil is not going to do anything to you. Like I said, he's going to lie to you. He's going to deceive you. A little bit childish. But anyways, I've seen people coming and going into my live stream. Anybody has any questions, anything, a comment or anything, I'm always open to have conversations as long as they are respectful. I have no problem. I know that I've noticed that this subject from this channel is not very popular. I am not very popular. I hate the cameras. I hate the lights, especially the lights. I hate them. Especially the white lights. I don't like to be on the spot. I don't like talking. I think I'm mainly more like a quiet person. But sometimes it's hard for me to stay quiet when I'm seeing destruction everywhere, when I'm seeing confusion, when I'm seeing people taking advantage of other people, when I'm seeing so much conflict. And most of these things are being brought to humanity by these crazy doctrines and people using them in their own advantage. So if you ask me, so what's the main purpose of this channel is to bring you back to reality. But talking about my
my
subject, at the end, I'm doing this for myself. I'm not gonna lie to you like people do when they talk about God. They are interested in your salvation. No, no.
No.
One thing that you're gonna find about this channel is that I'm gonna be as transparent as possible. Nobody's perfect. I think everybody that does YouTube videos have to do some kind of acting to transmit emotions. Otherwise, it's not gonna be that good. But yeah, I created this channel for myself. I think that doing something that can probably be used in a good way by someone else, something that I can offer, I gain from it. Just like I'm telling you, I get energy from you, your attention. Maybe it's not translated to money yet. So I am doing these videos, not receiving really anything monetary, at least not yet. But I'm not bothered by not getting it or getting it. I'm doing this for myself. It feels good to do videos where I express to people that being honest with yourself probably will get you farther than lying to yourself about a specific God. Being dishonest to yourself might feel good to you right now, might get you out of a trouble right now, but the long run, the belief in God is going to get you in trouble, emotionally talking. Unless you are making money talking about God, then you don't care. The money is more powerful than the God. You don't care if the God is real or not. That is why anytime you tell someone that is making video that has an entire channel, an entire church talking about God, and you ask them a question about which God, they shut you down immediately. They don't want to hear it. You are not going to ruin the business. They're making millions. I recently did a video analyzing a live stream, analyzing a video from a gentleman that seems to come or work together or have some kind of relationship with an organization that receives donations, and they seem to be in the millions of dollars. You think that person will be interested in having a conversation with me or anybody else questioning their God? Of course not. To be honest with you, if I'm making millions, 18 million, $20 million, talking about Dulum or Talam or whatever God, and someone tells me, hey, but is your God real? I'll shut it down immediately. You're not going to ruin my business. Anybody that is talking to you about any particular God and is also making money with that information, that person is probably the least recommendable person to be talking to you about any God, because that person could be compromised. Why? Because that person has another interest besides talking about the God. So if they're talking to you about something, who is talking right now? The person interested in the God or the person interested in the money? It's compromise. Some people get upset when you ask them, are you making money talking about this particular God? They're going to shut you down immediately. Nobody wants to be exposed. Nobody wants to have someone else ruin their business. And with God, you can make a lucrative business. Even better, with donations. God is a product that you don't have to put in a shelf. It doesn't have an expiration date. You just talk about the God. You have a book already. That's all you need. Talk about the God. Try to get someone energies flowing in your direction so you can make money. That's why so many preachers are multi-millionaires. They found the energy scheme involved with this particular God or any God. You can make a lot of money. Even to the point that sometimes I question myself. I'm like, you know what? I should be talking about a God. Maybe I can make some money. People don't like this type of videos talking about life and feelings and emotions. Talk to me about a God. He's gonna save me. So, wow, it's been 1 hour. It's unbelievable. I felt like it's been like 15 minutes. So, I normally try to do this live stream for 1 hour. Unless someone asks me a question or gives me a comment. If not, I just shut it down. So in the case right now, I don't see anybody asking questions. Some people say hi. I say hi back. But as of right now, that is all for me. Hopefully, I'll see you in the next video. Have a really awesome day or awesome night.